Hello and welcome to Volume 3 of Dark's Media Empire's Hamlet pre-production vlog. Alas, for your work. I didn't get a chance to make this right after we met last time, which was I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was me, my sister, my mom, and my sister's friend. Things continue to evolve. I'm actually now considering something I passed through my head because I do believe my sister's a really strong actress. Though her profession, or her pursuit, and where she's got a master's and where she's in opera. But I do think, like my brother, I think she's a natural actor or actress. So something I'd consider doing, and now I mentioned her, and I think I might actually have her play Hamlet. Now I know this might sound kind of not crazy. I mean, back when they did these, supposedly it was all men, even playing the women, so the old interchangeable thing. If you ever saw Shakespeare's in Love, Gwyneth Paltrow did a really exceptional job. She actually got an Oscar for that performance, though I felt that her character was reminded me very much of her performance in Emma. I'm not saying that was a bad thing. I'm just saying I almost think she should have gotten one for Emma, but which I believe came out first. But she got one for Shakespeare's in Love, and that's good because she's a talent. So she played in that movie. She plays. She loves theater, so she pretends to be a guy in order to get in the play. I think they're doing Romeo and Juliet. I think she plays Romeo. Nonetheless, it's something that I'm considering and might be pretty cool. And with makeup and whatnot. The thing is about Hamlet, the main character. Now, this is for a YouTube thing, so I'm going to be doing it segmented. Like I said, I'm focusing on Act 1, Scene 1. Hamlet's not even in that scene. So I wasn't going to worry about who played Hamlet until later, because it's just a huge role. And like I say, I'm trying to not act in it. So I'm doing my best to just be behind the scenes. I'd really like to just work on the vision of it, and the directing and whatnot. So I wasn't going to deal with the Hamlet thing till later. But then, I really do feel that my sister could be a badass Hamlet. Anyway, it's kind of what we're thinking. We'll be meeting again tonight, and at this point, her friend is looking to play Horatio and the ghost of Hamlet's father, which he will have, makeup or a hood or something, so you won't even know it's him, except that when he read the lines, the guy that's his thing. He really connects with the ghost character. But it was him that surprised me and said he'd play any role, and he really seemed to like Horatio, and he felt that it was kind of like the opposite of him in a certain way, which I've always felt playing the opposite of who you are and how you are is the truest challenge of acting. Like I love villains. I don't know if I remember if I've played a villain. In some of my experimental films, I played one called The Dark One. I'm not really a villain kind of guy, as far as I don't tie damsels up and put them on train tracks and such. But I love villains. Darth Vader is my favorite all-time villain. I think that he's amazing. I have a whole philosophy about villains. In any kind of film that has a good guy, bad guy, the movie can only be as good. Generally, can only be as good as the villain, because who cares if the hero is kick-ass? Who cares if he's defeating a schmo? There's no intensity, there's no drama, and who cares? But if you've got somebody badass, I think one of the examples of that was like the Kevin Costner Robin Hood. It's old now. It was okay. I actually like Costner in some things, but I thought in that he was anyway, not great. But I'm drawing a blank now. The actor that played the villain in that Robin Hood was awesome. And it's totally drawn a blank. He's one of my favorite actors, but he is awesome in that, and he pretty much made that Robin Hood. Anyway, before let's see here, I think that's about it. I will be giving more. We'll be reading the second half of the play tonight, and I'll be doing another pre-production video. And if I remember this actor's name, I'll punch that on here in a second. Alan Rickman. Can't believe I forgot his name, but I forget it sometimes. The guy is freaking amazing in general, but he was hilarious in Costner's Robin Hood. Something about taking your heart out with a spoon. I don't know. If you haven't seen that movie or if you haven't seen him in a while, he's hilarious, but that movie's completely dated. So anyway, I just wanted to, put this in here.